Okay, hello Maxim. So my name is Andrei. I am one of the organizers of Hackathon Marbella, which will take place on December 16th. Maxim, could you please introduce yourself in like one sentence?
Hi guys, I'm Maxim, a founder and the lead of Sentimentnet project, one of the successful ICOs on Ethereum network back in July. And well, the main for our project is to provide for intelligent participants in crypto market all information they need to make decisions or to participate in crypto market.
Thank you, Maxim.
This is what our platform is about. Yeah.
Thank you. And let me share the screen. Let me share the screen with you. And the goal of this short discussion is to. So here we have a website, and on the website, on the very end, we have a Trello board. We have a Trello board. You can click. This is open Trello board. We are embracing transparency, and the discussion I'd like to have with you, really short one, because we have ideas. What kind of functionality developers or just teams could create in 24 hours? And if you could please take a look at those couple of ideas which you think are appropriate from your perspective as a person who is digging into market analytics, into crypto market analytics. And
the first point, which is very important, it's not 100% must that you know how to program in Ethereum, because basically at some point of time you will come to it and you will do part of your whatever you're doing, a kind of decentralized application or app. But you can start it in a normal way, and there is a lot of way how you could provide value for users, or like for platform like us, even without touching any Ethereum coin. So you shouldn't be scared by big words, blockchain, Ethereum, debt programming. You can start right with the skill you already have. And besides the knowledge of languages you have now, it's enough. You can jump on board pretty fast. So it was introduction. And let me increase a little bit. It's so small on my screen. Okay. Do we go to the column ideas?
Yeah.
Trading, ideas, okay.
Yeah.
Search engine statistic and Bitcoin price correlation. Okay.
So just to show you example, for example, that we have a Google Trends, and we will just compare, for example, we'll just compare buy Bitcoin and Bitcoin or maybe something else, and then we'll just see the spikes. And does it make sense to start looking for correlation in this area? Or
yeah, yeah, sure. You have to be a little bit more creative, because the way crypto market works, it's always driven by extreme emotions, and you need to find out information which is related to it.
Yeah.
Search it for Bitcoin, it's like interest, mostly like lately because of the price, it's a greed.
Yeah.
So what you can do, very simple stuff. You take a price and you plot on it, search for Bitcoin, or you search for Bitcoin price or buy Bitcoin, exactly, buy Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And then you plot it on a chart and you say, there seems to be some correlation between price and how interest is growing. And then you do more. You can search for like Bitcoin Ponzi or Bitcoin bubble, mention of internet. And you plot it. Let's do it right away. P.
Okay, so buy Bitcoin is here.
You see, long time, nothing special. And now, what is does the way that go?
Just my favorite browser. Sorry.
Okay.
Not a browser, a search engine. Okay, so here we have Bitcoin bubble is going up. Here we have buy Bitcoin is going up even more. So you think does it mean that bubble is coming, or are we in the bubble? Or I mean, are we coming into the bubble area, or maybe
the key point here, you cannot get a precise answer right away. What you can get, you build a set of visualizations around this topic. You compare some data and visualize it, and you build at some point of time, you just build a kind of dashboard when you build the correlations and you see how it's moving. And this is maybe the most interesting task for any programmer, how to build this kind of dashboard, how to correlate different kind of data, how to visualize it. You don't need so much knowledge of smart contract, but basically you don't need any. It's a real hacking the data. And we started with Bitcoin search. Good. Just do this first step. Few requests and plot it on the price. Everything has to be correlated to the price, because this is where you see correlations. And then Bitcoin, Ethereum, you need to compare most top coins. But again, it's go into details.
Perfect. Thank you, Maxim. This is invaluable information. And where would you recommend to get information about price? Is it ideal to get to some exchange like Bitfinex or Kraken, or what is the source of price?
Historical price. It's a good question. Actually, we do provide historical price for main coins on our own platform. So if you as a developer need it, we can simply give you API. Otherwise, you can start with CoinMarketCap. They have all the data.
Okay.
At least you can get, I think, the daily data, so it's quite easy.
Okay.
And I remember Polonix, they had APIs. Yeah, Polonix, CryptoCompare. Actually, quite some sources for data.
Okay. Thank you, Maxim. Do you think that is there any other ideas which you think are good?
Yeah, let's go through. Correlation between lending rates on Bitfinex and price movement for particular crypto. Yeah. Good. As we said before, the way to come fast to conclusion, if there is anything, you do visualization. If you can get on Bitfinex the historical data of lending rates, again, you just plot it on the price and you look for it.
Okay.
And if there is anything interesting, well, let us know and we will include into what we publish as a data. Yeah, there might be something. Because lending rates tend to, of course, be driven by demand and supply. And demand and supply is driven by general market movements.
Exactly.
So might be something.
Yeah. Exactly. Maxim, will it be possible to come to Hackathon with own idea regarding analytics? So let's say somebody will come up with own idea.
Definitely, clearly, because here just what came off top of my mind when we discussed it, I don't know, a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And now if you ask me now, well, I will come with 5 other ideas, and it's just the way it is. Whenever you get exposed to the cryptocurrency space, there are tons of things you need to do, tons of things. And depends on your background, depends on your skill set, depends on your tools you're using. It's just the way how you can provide some insightful or interesting visualization of the data. Clearly come with the ideas.
Perfect.
And you know what is an interesting also part, even though we're working like on a platform on it, but I will be super happy if someone provide additional input. You analyze the data of the blockchain itself. And there you don't even need so much of knowledge how to program blockchain. There are APIs for Ethereum blockchain, for Bitcoin blockchain, or you just take the main blockchains. And you already could do some analysis of the data. It's also interesting.
Okay, so I understand. So I understand that just one of the examples what you're saying is to see utility of Ethereum, for example, just to see amount of transactions per day, for example, just to see the trend, just to see if it's going up or down, and then to somehow correlate or try to forecast the price of Ethereum. This is the one of the what you're talking about?
Well, it's a bit more complicated because if we touch this topic, Ethereum main usage as of now, or let's say till the end of August, was to run ICO.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is you need to track all the ICOs running on Ethereum, how much people are spending Ether for it, and how successful ICOs are. It's like a set of parameters. And you plot it again over the time and you correlate it to the price. And you will see quite some interesting things. That before price was growing, and then suddenly a lot of ICOs came. It's this kind of correlation. And then as soon as you were not able to list your token, or it could not be traded, and the chain reaction started. You could not collect money because speculators didn't participate, and then suddenly this main usage of Ethereum, it stopped. And so we had this price correction or stagnation over the last 2 months. There is a correlation, but you need to analyze, not just transaction, but transaction related to participation in ICOs.
Wow.
And then we have another usage of Ethereum. Is you use or stake Ethereum, so say stake it, to have a domain name on Ethereum network. It will be interesting to know, out of all Atom in circulation, how much is staked for having a domain name? Yeah, is it number growing? Is it still growing? Also interesting to know.
Okay.
And then there is this CryptoKitties here. How much ETA was used? What is velocity? How much was really spent and then transferred just for this smart contract? Yes, there are a lot of, and I'm sure there is a correlation with the price because it shows the usage of the network.
I understand. Thank you. Thank you very much, Maxim, for your time. And we'll see you on the hackathon on Saturday. It starts at 10.
Yes.
Are you coming with somebody, right?
Yes. Also, our CTO is coming with us. And the Ethereum developer is still he's solving private questions or problems. If he is able to come or not, it's under question. But at least our CTO is definitely coming here.
Perfect. So we'll have CEO and CTO from Sentiment, and I hope that you guys will be able to also help new developers to understand, or maybe to just guide them. What's the direction? What doesn't make sense? Because sometimes it's even important to know what not to do. Yeah. So not to waste time, right?
Yes, right. We can give. I can clearly give knowledge from, let's say, product or business side. What is useful, what is not useful, what is already done, what can be done better. Yeah, I can give it.
Thank you, Maxim, very much. Is there anything you would like to add, or is this it?
Just come. It's all knowledge you have. You will find. You will definitely find how to apply your knowledge, and you will learn something. Like there is no reason not to come. I don't think. And I think it's also warm. It's still not the winter in your area.
Well, yeah. In Marbella, we have right now about maybe 15 degrees. It should be more or less like this. It's not summer,
bad.
obviously, but it's sunny and it's good enough, I think.
Yeah.
For December. Okay, thank you very much, Maxim.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and see you in a week in Marbella.
Yeah, see you in a week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.